Hey, what's up, everybody? Should we be bullish on silver? Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. This is my opinion. This is not financial advice, but we're going to go over to the computer right now and we are going to talk about it. Should we be bullish on silver? Let's look at some facts. All right, so this is why I am not bullish on silver. Now, I think the people who are buying silver at these times either are just getting into silver, do not look at charts, or just don't care about losing money in silver. One of those three things, or all three of them combined, are the people who are buying silver right now. Now, when I got into silver, I got in about 2015. Silver was right about there, about $14.52. Okay, I was not buying silver at these highs. I was not buying silver at those highs. Now, I did buy a little bit of silver prior to these highs when silver about 2007. Let's look at the 20-year chart. Right about there. So silver, I did buy a little bit of silver in 2007, but not much to speak about. So let's go back to the 10-year chart. In 2007, and our debt, people want to talk about debt. People want to talk about inflation. But our debt has been going up and up and up all these years. But silver has not been going up and up and up. Now it did. This is why I do not think our national debt or inflation has that much to do with the spot price of silver. Now, let's go back. So we already see in 2007, it seems like silver at times does fluctuate between 13, $14 an ounce and 20, 19, $20 an ounce over about a 10-year span. And I think this is what we are going to continue to see. Now, if we go back to the 10-year chart, are we going to be going back up to those highs, $40? I don't think so. I think it's possible. I just don't think we are going to go back up to that $40 an ounce. Now, people who are buying, silver, including premium, silver right now is, close, in the mid $18 range. People who are buying silver at these crazy premiums and buying some American Silver Eagles at $25, $26 each per ounce, buying generics for $21, $22, $23 are probably speculating that we're going to go back up to $50, $40 an ounce. I can't speculate that because I can't take a 50% loss approximately because we think that we're going to go back up to those highs that has only been there twice in the history of silver. It's only been there twice in the history of silver, and silver's been for centuries, right? So, and it's only done that two times. So if we look at silver realistically, and when I started buying, really stacking silver hard it was really in 2016, but I bought my first 100 ounces of silver in 2015. Then in 2016, I started stacking silver really hard, and that was when silver was, I was really buying collectibles. I was doing it all wrong, and I was buying Perth Mint coins, buying a lot of Perth Mint coins, buying them in tubes, and that was the wrong way to do it. But so I was buying a lot of proof coins, lunar proofs, kookaburra, stuff like that. But a lot of people were saying, anything under $20 is a great deal. So as silver went down, I started buying a lot more. I started buying a whole lot more in 2017. In 2017, I made a lot of videos about silver being a really good deal. especially when we got down into the $14 range right here where we had this little downtrend. And that's where I was really starting to buy silver up. I was buying tubes of American Silver Eagles, and I really dollar cost average the stuff that I was kind of losing money on when I was buying in 2016. But as we started going down over here, this is where I really started to buy a lot of silver. It was at this point, and I was buying it for, including premiums, I was buying for about 17, between 17 and $18 an ounce for American Silver Eagles, and I was taking advantage of spot deals. You're not seeing very many spot deals anymore, but I was taking advantage of spot deals from, a number of online bullion dealers at this point. But this was a really good time. Now, gold was probably a better option. I was trying to fight that one off. I really wanted to focus on silver, where I probably should have been focusing a little bit more on gold at this point. But I was focusing a lot on silver, and I bought a lot of it. But as silver started to go up in 2019, I just could not buy a lot of silver at this point in 2019. Once silver started going up right here, this is where I really stopped buying a lot of silver, was when we started going up in 2019. I bought an ounce of gold. But if you can see what I'm saying is, I think we are headed, I don't know if we are heading back here, but we are definitely back almost, where we were in 2016, where I think it's a big mistake, at least in my opinion. For me, it would be a big mistake to put a lot of money into silver. Now, gold, I think gold is kind of high also, and I'm not buying really any gold. Now, I will buy some silver, and I'm going to do a different video on that. There is certain silver pieces that I will buy, for the collection. But as far as stacking, I just cannot stack silver. I mean, I think that this is what I think we are going to see, what we saw around 2016, in between the Great Recession and 2016. Now, if we go back to 2008, let's go back to 2008. This is where the whole financial crisis was, and you're going to see silver was around $20 an ounce. And this is what silver sort of performs a little bit better around a crisis, and then the premiums really go up around a crisis. But after the crisis starts to subside, I mean, even during a crisis, I mean, silver still went down to $10 in 2008. But as it got deeper into the recession, then silver went up until we got to about $50 an ounce. And then as we started getting out of that crisis, then silver, that's what it did. It went down there. So I think that I think it would be a big mistake, at least my opinion, to put a lot of money into silver bullion at this time, because at some point I believe there could be an opportunity. If it's silver that you want to buy, let's say you just don't want to buy gold, you don't like gold, and you want to put your money into silver, I think there will be an opportunity. It's going to be after the crisis is over. At some point, this crisis is going to be over. There's not going to be a crisis. There's not going to be a financial crisis. There's not going to be a pandemic. At some point, this is going to be over, where people are going to be, back to work. Everybody's going to be back to work, and that is when silver is going to fall, in my opinion, and there will be another opportunity to buy. I mean, as you can see, let's go back. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to be commenting on this video saying inflation, and national debt, and I just don't think silver cares about inflation or our national debt that much. I mean, our inflation, our national debt was going up in 2008. silver went down. Our national debt was for sure going up in 2011. And then what happened? Silver went down here. Our national debt has been going up this entire time. Inflation has been happening this entire time. But silver still falls. The silver is still going to fall. I still believe we are going to get back to these lows in silver where we saw in 2017 and in 2018. Now, I can be completely wrong, but I think that if you do decide that you're going to go all in on silver here, at least look at the history, at least look at the history of our national debt, look at the history of inflation, and look at the history of what silver has done. And silver has just not performed, and silver has not cared about inflation or our national debt. So why would silver all of a sudden start caring about inflation or our national debt? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I tried to do this video the way that I am looking at it now. I wasn't looking at it like this in 2016 when I was buying silver at $20 an ounce, over $20 an ounce, including premiums. So that is why right now I am currently not bullish on silver. I think that with the given spot price and with definitely the premiums that we have to pay right now, anywhere between, if you're generics or American Silver Eagles, anywhere from $21, $22 for generics, or $25, $26, $27, $28, and some places upwards of $30 for American Silver Eagles. I just think that when the time comes to sell, I just think that with the premiums and everything, we are just not going to be able to get our money back, money invested, the money that we put into silver right now we're not going to be able to get our money back. It's going to be money lost. That is my opinion. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.